All right, so you guys, before I came to the show, I went out to dinner, and I decided I was gonna wear my most expensive clothes, AKA what I have on right now. And I went to dinner with this guy that I've known for a long time, and I showed up like this, and he was like, "Hey Lauren, nice of you to dress up for this. Couldn't you have worn a skirt or something?" I was like, "First of all, I only dress up for people I want to sleep with." Uncle Rodney. That's inappropriate. I was like, second of all, you're wearing mesh shorts to a steakhouse. And a couple things you should know about my uncle. First of all, he's a millionaire. Second of all, he weighs 350 pounds. But he insists on wearing these mesh shorts wherever he goes. So what happens is, as the night progresses, his shorts just keep hiking up more and more into the vortex of his bulge, you know? To the point where he gets a scrotum wedgie. Which I didn't know was possible, but let me tell you, it's quite possible. And he has no problem just letting it ride all the way up there. But I was sitting there talking to him for like 5 minutes before I finally was like, "Uncle Rodney, you have coconut all in your mustache." And he was like, No. That's not coconut. That's just mustache dandruff." And I was like, "Oh." That's disgusting. I'm like, "You should look into doing something about that." And he's like, No. I checked. You can't do anything about it because you can't put Selsun Blue on your face because it'll burn your face. So I can't do anything about it. And I was like, "Oh, have you thought about, I don't know, shaving off your mustache? If you can't control the flakes from flying into your mustache?" He hadn't, by the way. But he's 54 years old. He has a 13-year-old daughter. She wasn't not a mistake, I guess I'll say that. But my cousin Lacey, and I don't know if any of you guys hang out with 13-year-old girls. Some of you guys not gonna want to answer that. But the thing about 13-year-old girls is you'll never find just one of them. Like, they travel in packs together because they can't stand anybody else around them except for 13-year-old girls. So my cousin Lacey and her friend, they do this thing where one of them will yell out, "Picture," and then they both stand like they have scoliosis. And I said to her, I was like, "Lacey, do you know that you'd be a lot prettier if you would just stand up straight?" And she's like, "Did you know that you smell like the Gap?" And I was like, "I don't know. Is that good or bad? I still don't even know what that means." I do watch a lot of TV now, and I wouldn't say I'm in a position to have the luxury of having DVR. So I've got the basic cable, and I watch all the commercials. So I do have like favorite commercials that are out there. Right now, my favorite commercial is, it's an Eddie Money commercial. And he's in a travel agency. I think it's a Geico commercial. And he comes out there, and you're like, "Oh, sweet, he's gonna sing 2 Tickets to Paradise." But all of a sudden, he has a speech impediment when he comes out there. So he gets up and he's like, "I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Pack your bags, we leave tonight." I'm like, "Oh no." And I think the saddest thing about that commercial is Eddie Money hasn't had a stroke. That's just how he is. He's got like the Popeye face going on. I think what happened too is like someone was like, "All right, get Eddie Money on the phone, see if he'll do the commercial. Is he in? Good." But nobody bothered to check to see what he was up to for the last 25 years. So he gets out there and does that. And everyone on the set is like, "Oh no, we can't use that." But then thankfully for us, the smartest and funniest guy in the room is like, "Oh, we're using that." That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, whoa. So I know you guys are sitting here, you're looking at me and you're thinking like, you see my sweet vest and you think, "Oh, I don't know, lesbian gym teacher." Not the case. I'm a straight gym teacher. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a job. But I did find someone to marry me, so that's good. Don't applaud. It's okay. It's the biggest mistake I've ever made. Ladies, be careful what you wish for. But I did notice that, like, ever since I've gotten married, I'm in this phase of, like, totally giving up about, like, what I wear and everything. And I really realized it the other day when I had to put my hair in a ponytail. And instead of using, like, an official hair accessory, I just put, like, anything that would keep it back. So I took the twisty tie on the top of a bread bag. I was like, just gotta keep it fresh. And I am from the East Coast originally. Thank you. I was born there, didn't do anything to get there. But from the East Coast. And my mom, she likes to kind of like keep me in the loop about people I grew up with to make me feel bad about myself. So she'll tell me like when people are buying houses and having kids and stuff like that. And the other day she was like, you know, Melanie Guerrieri is your age, and she has 3 kids. I'm like, that's the 3rd worst thing I've ever heard about Melanie Guerrieri. She's like, what about Katie Weisberg? She's your age, and her husband are trying. I'm like, Mom, you know that trying just means that she's having sex over and over again? And she's still not pregnant? Good news, Mom, I've been trying for like 15 years. I'm trying harder than anyone that we know. And now that I'm married, I do feel bad for like these celebrities that you see that get cheated on. And this is the thing, if you're a male celebrity, you don't have to like cop to it and be like, I'm a bad dude. You can just say like, oh, it's not my fault, I'm addicted to sex. Which I think is ridiculous. Because like, that's like me saying the reason I go through my husband's texts and email, Facebook, is because I'm addicted to information. And then when I get caught, I'm like, oops, relapse. You can't leave the sick girl. Thank you guys so much. I'm Lauren O'Brien. Enjoy the rest of the show.